A little tiger accidentally got separated from its mother. It had wanted to seek help from humans, but when people realized this was a little wild beast, everyone ran away faster than a rabbit in terror. It could only call out loudly at the village entrance, hoping to get a response from its mother, but the little guy called for a full half hour. Still no sign of its mother coming for it. Starving, it could barely walk without staggering. In the end, it could only crawl into the yard of a villa, hiding in the corner, waiting for whatever fate had in store. Fortunately, not long after, the homeowner found this little tiger. It clung tightly to the man's leg, placing its last hope in him. He had heard the story of the farmer and the snake countless times, but he just couldn't bring himself to turn a blind eye. He mixed up goat milk formula right away. The little guy guzzled it down with its eyes half closed. It didn't stop until it had polished off 3 big bottles in one go. Then the man took it home to raise as a pet. After a few days together, he realized the little guy was surprisingly timid. Even the little dog at home dared to bully it. Every time it could only hide in the corner, looking utterly helpless. Not a single trace of the ferocity a wild beast should have. This made the man let down his guard completely, and began to take care of its every need wholeheartedly. Not only did he bathe and feed it on time every day, he even sang lullabies to lull it to sleep every night. The longer they spent together, the deeper the bond between the man and the tiger grew. The little guy also fully adapted to life with humans. It also grew more and more mischievous, always curious to explore every single thing in the house. The man had long since treated it like his own child. He held it in his arms all the time, cherishing it more than anything. As the little guy grew up little by little, milk formula alone could no longer meet its nutritional needs, so the man bought fresh pork to nourish its growing body. At first, the little guy didn't like raw meat at all, but it didn't take long for it to fall completely in love with it. The man never skimped on anything for it. He prepared more than 10 pounds of fresh meat every week for it to eat to its heart's content. Under the man's meticulous care, the little tiger grew at a speed visible to the naked eye. The man's love for it also grew deeper and deeper. He often played and frolicked with it, giving it an incredibly happy childhood. The little tiger also grew more and more lively. It often snuck up from behind and pounced on the man to play. Days passed by one after another. The little cub that once curled up in his arms acting coquettishly, in the blink of an eye, had grown into a majestic, awe-inspiring tiger, even though it later grew bigger and taller than the man. Yet in front of the man, it was always as gentle and docile as a house cat. It even had to sleep snuggled up next to the man every night. They had never spent a single night apart. Many people around him used the farmer and the snake story to warn him, telling him to beware of the wild nature ingrained in a beast's bones. But the man never wavered for a moment, because in his eyes, it was no longer a wild beast long ago, but an inseparable family member in his life. And he always believed, the most touching bonds never care about species. Only true sincerity can stand the test of time.